This episode is sponsored by Fizz in Linden.
Fizz is our very favorite place to get sodas, coffees, smoothies, energy drinks, and snacks.
Check out Fizz in Linden today for all of your drinking needs. Welcome back to Senior Sessions. I'm one of your hosts, Courtney Clayson, and this is your other, Ocean Marshall. And today we have Max Keele.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so today for Max we have the shoot fruit
Yummy.
from Fizz, of course. It has Mountain Dew, pineapple, pomegranate, and peach.
Yummy. Let's take
So,
a sip.
pretty good. I'll taste test. Mhm.
Oh yeah,
That is
that
good.
is yummy.
Yeah. Mhm.
Delicious, crunchy
That's
eyes.
actually really good.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's just start off with our first question. When and why did you come to Maeser?
So I'm not actually new to like the whole charter school thing of like lottery and wearing a uniform. All of elementary school I had to do that, and I was gonna go to Lehigh High School, but then my mom's like, "Hey, I got a really good." She just put her name in the lottery, my name at least in the lottery for 7th grade, and I got very lucky of getting like number 20th on the list. And there, I had no brothers before me, so I was like, statistically, I wouldn't have not gotten into Maeser, but I did, and I've loved being there ever since.
So you came in 7th grade then?
Yes.
What
And-
elementary
yeah, I was
school
gonna say.
did you go to? Sorry.
I went to Renaissance Academy.
Oh, that's a fancy name.
That's fancy.
Renaissance.
Renaissance.
Love.
So do you remember what your very first impression of Maeser was?
I remember when I pulled up to the school in my mom's car, I was...
Minivan pulling up.
I remember thinking like, okay, this is a serious school because it's got those big pillars in the front. I walk in, there's that big staircase going up. There's the picture of Carl G. Maeser looking down, which is like, okay,
Staring down at
this,
you.
yeah.
Carl G is like, have you done your homework?
It's the first day I just started. No, but I remember, it was just so, like, I was like, this is main thing was just, this is a big school, and very, I was, like, ready. I felt smarter as I walked in. Even though I was
The knowledge is
7th
coming to
grade.
me now.
Like, I can feel it.
Anyway, but that's basically it. I remember it was just, like, super intense,
Yeah.
but...
Yeah, that's so cool. Do you remember having, like, a teacher, like, then, or even, like, now that has, like, kind of been your role model through Maeser, or even just your favorite teacher?
Oh, my favorite teacher, like my favorite teacher, like personality-wise, and who I'd like to hang out with, like Mr. Wright.
Mm-hmm.
I love hanging out with Mr. Wright. He's the middle school coach for mock trial, and so I do mock trial as well. So we kind of hang out, and I also TA him with him. But I think my favorite teacher that's impacted me the most is either Mr. Geary or Mr. Dowdle. They have inspired me to be what I want to be in the future as a teacher, or even, as a teacher and teaching other people as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, cool.
You had Mr. Dowdle in 10th grade?
That's correct.
I loved Mr. Dowdle a lot.
I didn't have him, but I heard lots of
Yeah.
good things about him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Geary is really cool, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I haven't had Mr. Wright, but, yeah. I've seen him.
Yeah.
He gives a good aura.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
And he's a math teacher?
Yes, he's the middle school math teacher.
Cool. Got you.
Cool. Okay, so you're really into D&D, right?
That's correct.
Okay, we know nothing about D&D. Please, tell us what we need to know.
Basically, so I actually did it yesterday. So basically, it's a game. It's a role-playing game, so it's kind of like a Lord of the Rings fantasy role-playing game. You get to play as different classes, like a wizard, like a knight, and other things. And then there's a person who creates a story, and each player goes through that story when one person is the leader of the story, and you get to roll 20-sided dice, and it's very fun. It's very fun to put thought, and it's time consuming at times. I mean, me and my friends, we play like 4 hours every
Yeah.
week, you
That's
know.
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun. I've put a lot of money into it. It's
You said I better like it at this point.
but I mean, it's fun for everyone. I mean, not everyone. It's not everyone's thing, but I think everybody could enjoy it in some way. But it's fun. People get really into it, and yeah, it's super fun.
So, when I was like younger, my brothers were into D&D, but like, isn't it right that like you have like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of all over my hands. You have like a character, right, that you play with every time?
Yeah. So usually at the beginning of what's called the campaign, the DM will. That's the leader of the campaign who's created. He will or she will say like, all right, so you have like these character sheets. That shows your stats, your hit points, your name, your class, your race, and you get to fill that out and create it, and that's what you play as the whole game. That's what you fight with. That's what you talk to people with, and depending on how you build your character could be really bad at some stuff or really good at some stuff. And so you create one character for the whole story, unless they die.
So who's like your character right now, or like in the campaign that you're in?
So I just finished a campaign actually, but my character was a elf fighter, which means like he was a swordsman, like a warrior, like a mystical warrior who fought bad guys and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
I could get behind that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved playing him. I created a whole backstory for him, and it's fun. I've had lots of other characters too that I've really put my thought into, and like I even created my own little miniature for him.
Yeah.
So
Love that.
yeah.
That's so fun. Okay, so did you do the D&D winter room? That was a thing, right?
No, I haven't actually done the D&D winter room. I've done the board game winter room with the Dowdle, but for winter room I always want to try something different.
For sure.
So
I think that's really smart, actually.
Yeah. So I was like, I've
I know about D&D, so I don't need to.
I'd rather learn about board games or go to DC for a winter room. So
Got you.
yeah.
That's so fun. Okay, so would you ever think about like starting a club at the school for D&D?
Well, is there a club?
Is there a club?
I don't think our school has clubs.
Oh.
Maybe.
That might be true.
That could be true.
I've never heard of a club ever since 7th grade.
That's actually true. You're probably right, actually. We didn't even think about that.
But I remember back in 7th grade, I don't know, you guys were here in 7th grade, right?
Yeah.
When we had mentoring.
I
that
love
thing
that.
after
That
Fridays.
was so much fun.
Yeah.
I remember Mr. Harmon. Mr. Harmon would do a D&D thing after for mentoring, which was really fun. I would go to it, and that's how I met my friends who I do D&D with now. So.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So you have a group of people that you do D&D with all the time. It's not like some random person can just come join, right?
No, yeah. Me and my friends, we all get together at his house, and we, play, and then his dad gets like food and stuff.
It's giving Stranger Things when they play
Oh
D&D.
Yeah, that's exactly what they play at doing.
It's like in the mom's basement.
Yeah.
The mom's basement, they're eating pizza. I was like, yeah, got you.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Okay.
Is hanging out with your friends, and going on an adventure with all of your friends. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Yeah, sounds fun.
So we've also heard that you're like into art as well. So like, I don't know, because I'm really into like ceramics and stuff like that. So like, what kind of art are you into, or like what medium is your favorite? And stuff
like I said, I love painting. Well, I haven't said that yet, but
Like I said.
like you thought.
yeah, I love painting. But my favorite my favorite is I have a little like a drawing book I have of really nice like paper. I like to like sketch and draw things, and then I have like a little pouch full of markers that I like
color them.
Yeah, color them in and stuff.
That's fun.
But, yeah, I mean it's not the best, but I'm working. My dad's an artist, so I look up to him.
Oh,
and
that's so cool.
He teaches me some stuff about it too. So
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Are you taking any classes this year, like art classes?
No, actually, I was gonna take ceramics, but the class was full. So
No.
I know. I was like, oh no.
Ceramics is my favorite. You can probably take it next semester though. Take a
Hope
ceramics
so.
class. It's so fun. Okay. Okay, so you said, like, your dad is an artist, so is, like, that how you got into it and everything?
Yeah, I mean, at church, he would just, like, I'd look over and he's drawing this, like, masterpiece on him.
Yeah.
Like, I think, yeah, he's probably one of the best artists I know. He works on covers for books, like Brandon Sanderson. He's done a
that's
couple
cool.
covers for
Really?
him.
That's so cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and he does, like, he drew, I think he did the covers for the new Percy Jackson books, too.
Ooh, I've seen those. Those are cool.
Yeah, yeah.
That's insane.
So he does lots of books covers, he does magazine stuff, and so, you know, I'll always see him working and stuff. He also, and like, he takes his art to whole other levels, too. He worked on the Hogwarts Legacy game,
Ooh.
where he did, like, art for that, too, so.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so I would always just be like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. So like when I was really little, I started drawing, and my drawings were the best when I was little.
That's
but,
okay.
You know, after 10 or so years, I've gotten pretty good. So,
Yeah. I'm like so jealous of people who can like just like sketch like all the time. Just like look, like you'll be sitting next to them in class or something. You'll look over at their notes, and they have like some like gorgeous drawing on the border, and you're like, what are you doing over there? Like. I don't know. I think drawing is
I'm
so
just
cool.
not a drawer. I can do 3D, but 2D, bro, do
Yeah,
not count
me
on
neither.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so cool though.
That is so cool. So we've heard that you might have some crazy work stories. Do you have
Crazy
any that you
work
want to
stories?
share?
Someone might have told us this.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, I'm trying to think now. Okay.
Well, wait. First of all, tell the podcast where you work.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Oh.
like what you do.
Yeah, so I make pizzas at Summit Pizza Co. in Lehigh. Really good. I think it's some of the, I can actually do that too. It's super
That's
fun.
me. That's me being to tell you. I don't know. Okay, sorry.
You're good, you're good. Yeah, I think it's probably some of the best pizza in Utah, at least.
Okay, we have to go
Okay.
now.
Guess we have to try it out.
Yeah.
It's super, I mean, I work later today, so if you guys want to come by.
Disco?
Okay, pizza. I'm never not down for pizza.
Facts.
But yeah, I mean, I just do whatever there, but I've worked there for 2.5 years now.
Oh,
Wow.
dang.
So
You're
yeah.
established.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have my pretty fair share of stories. I remember one time, you know, there's this one order that was taking a while, and the person was just getting pissed off more and more at the.
Yeah.
And so at the end, we gave him his thing, but he like threw it at me and called me worthless. That was funny.
He threw the pizza at your head.
Yep, that was funny.
That is crazy.
Customers
And I've
get unhinged.
yes.
That's crazy.
I've had people come into work just telling everybody how much it sucks and not even ordering anything.
Oh.
That's funny. I've gotten.
My. Sorry, keep going.
You're good. I've had to answer the phone before, and I've told them that we wouldn't deliver that day, you know, and I've had them tell me to like relay a message to my manager, calling her like some really mean things, like tell your manager that she's like a bad words forward.
A bum.
I'm just like more or less. But you know, those are some of the crazy stories. I mean, it doesn't get super bad, but it can get pretty bad sometimes.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, nothing like that's ever happened at my work, so it
Yeah.
sounds pretty bad to me.
Yeah.
That
That's
is
crazy.
But you know, at the end of the day, we all just like laugh it off, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's a good.
I
Make
mean,
some more pizzas.
At a certain
Oh my
point, it
gosh.
just gets to be a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is fake.
Yeah.
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 But
funny.
that's some of the crazy stories at work. I've got.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. So now, what about your crazy Maeser story?
Crazy Maeser story. So I've never seen anything like super crazy, but I've done something crazy at Maeser.
yeah,
Let's
Please.
hear, please.
So this was all in the bounds of Maeser policy. This wasn't illegal or anything.
Right.
So at the auction last year, there was an item that the school did that anybody who bought it could go on the roof and eat food. And so me and my friends, we pitched in like $400 in order to get it, and we did get it. And so that's my crazy Maeser story. Is at the end of the year, around like May, I think, yeah. We ordered like pizza and like drinks, and we went up to the top of the roof and ate for like 5 hours on the top of the roof.
That's so much fun.
I want to go on the roof.
I want to go on the roof.
I don't want to pay $400, but I want to go on the roof.
It's very
Film an
interesting.
episode up there.
Can we?
That would go crazy.
Bro.
That would go crazy.
I know where the ladder is to it, so.
See? He's like, secret passageway? Let's take a field trip. Okay.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
But I mean, another one too is, I was, so you know how Winterim used to go like super far and like out like in the the world,
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like I was, for last year I did go all the way to Washington D.C.
Mm-hmm.
for a Winterim, which was fun because it was like kind of like the first like I don't know. They probably won't do any more Winterims like that, maybe.
Yeah.
And so it was fun to be part of like that old Winterim style, going to like Puerto Rico and Europe and all that stuff. So I thought it was cool.
Because, I mean, Washington, D.C. is like
basically
the farthest you can get in the country, at least. Or other than like Hawaii, probably.
Yeah.
But
course.
you get the vibes.
Yeah, of course I'm like a history nerd too, so I was
Yeah.
that was my favorite vacation ever because I've been to Hawaii and stuff like since I'm like super into like American politics and American history.
That was actually
I'm like, this is so cool. So
yeah, I was gonna do that one room and then I ended up doing an independent.
Oh,
but
nice.
it sounded so cool.
Yeah, it sounded amazing.
Yeah,
that was the mock trial winter room. So
yeah,
it was fun.
that's very cool. Do you have any plans for the future after high school?
Oh yeah, I actually did all my CCR stuff. It was crazy. I
Oh yeah,
was reminded of how close we are to
It's
being done.
It's crazy.
Once I graduate high school, I feel like I'm gonna take like the summer off, just kind of like, relax, and then when the next school year rolls around, I'm gonna start working on, going on a mission for my church, and then after that, I'm planning. I want to go to UVU or SUU and get my bachelor's degree in political science.
Ooh,
So.
that's so cool. So do you want to is the goal to be like a governor, or is like the goal to be like a lawyer? I don't know. What else do you do with a political science degree? I don't know, but
So I mean, my first thing I would want to do is teach government classes at high schools.
That's so cool.
Maybe, one thing I would love to do is teach at Maeser.
Yeah,
super
for
fun.
sure.
Like teach what Mr. Geary does for government.
Be
and
Mr. Geary. That's the goal.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah. You need keel bucks.
That's so funny.
But then I don't know. After that, I would probably want to be campaign manager, state legislature, maybe city government, and the top goal is be the president of the United States.
I mean, why not?
I would vote for you probably.
It
I have no idea what your policies are.
It would be hard, but that's like the very top goal.
Yeah.
Cool.
That would be so cool.
I've always had an interest in American politics. I love talking politics with people and whatnot. So yeah,
American history and all that stuff. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any advice either for your younger Maeser self or for like young Maeser students now?
Oh man, so for advice for myself, I really never had. Like I always thought like younger self. I wish I listened more. I really wish I would, listen to my parents more and listen to other people more and not have as much pride. So, I've tried to work on that and it's been a big difference in my life. But I think for younger Maeser students, I'm just going to tell them, read books in Socratic. You don't read the books, you are going to fail Socratic. And so especially, read the books for Socratic.
Yeah, and I think that also ties into the listening thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because that helps you learn and listen to the lessons
And be able to actually participate in
Yeah.
the Socratic discussions, which are
Of course,
so important.
Of course, yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, of
Broadens
course.
your perspective, changes your life.
Yeah.
We love. Do you have a proudest moment that you've had while at Maeser?
Oh, proudest moment. In mock trial, last year during competitions. So we went to a trial competition match thing, and so I play as a witness in mock trial, which means I have to like review like my like an affidavit, and like when lawyers ask me questions in mock trial, I have to answer them, just like you know like a Law and Order kind of show.
For sure.
But I remember at the end of that, I left the opponents who were cross-examining me, which means they were trying to find holes in my case, like my testimony. Like I made them give up in a way, because I really worked on the person who I was portraying, and I knew exactly how to answer everything.
Yeah.
And so that made me really proud. And then I got the Star Witness Award after, and I was just like, yes, that was probably one of my most proudest moments.
I feel like that's such a good feeling when you're performing in something, whether it be like sports or theater or mock trial or whatever, and like you know that you know what you're doing, and like you're like, I'm prepared and I know it. Like that's such a good feeling.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Or I did the Romeo and Juliet play in 8th grade, and finishing that and seeing all the people who came to see me, that was really proud too of me. I was like, oh, all this work is finally paying off,
Yeah, for sure.
So mainly, the things that I've always been proud of is when work pays off for me. So
yeah, for sure.
That's cool.
I think that's very cool.
Yeah. So it's senior year, crazy.
Yeah.
What are you most excited about for coming up in senior year, or that's like already happened?
Well, hopefully, I'm excited for us winning Spirit Week finally.
For sure, we will be grinding. Trust.
But I think I'm looking forward to just doing everything for the final time. Doing dances and hanging out with my friends for the last time before we all leave, and doing mock trial for the last time, and going to that school for the last time. So I think that's my main thing that I'm like.
That's so sad. I'm
sorry.
Oh no!
I'm so excited, and Courtney's like crying.
I'm not ready.
It's a little bit of a bittersweet moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, yeah, I love Maeser. That's like my personality,
For sure.
Yeah.
But it's exciting to finally be the older class at that school. Plus, I'm also super excited for Senior Assassin.
Oh my.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I forgot about Senior Assassin.
That is actually scary.
I'm excited. It's gonna be fun.
That's so cool though.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for coming on the podcast, Max.
Of course.
It was so fun to talk to you, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for listening to this episode of Senior Sessions.
Remember to get your favorite drink at Fizz in Linden today.